You know, if you ask a group of patients who were born with a particular disease to describe the impact that the disease is having on their lives and their ability to function on a day-to-day basis, I think that you would get a very perfect response. But if you ask them about what normal looks like, in terms of what does life feel like, or what would life look like in the absence of the disease, you'll find, like we found a year or so ago, as part of an experimental research that we did, that patients who were born with a particular disease don't have a perfect awareness or description. They're unable to actually describe what life would look like, without the disease, because they've never really experienced life without the disease. And that story introduces a term that we have that is called the disability paradox. The disability paradox. And when I reflect on that experience that I've had, and the experiment and the research and the data that we got out of that work, it got me to really think about life and how sometimes it's so hard to talk to people in the world now about the impact that Jesus would have on their lives and what they're missing out on. Because, it just looks from their perspective, they have everything that they need. They have good houses, they have good relationships. The kids are doing well. Financially, they're stable, they're healthy, and they have enough resourcing to get the best kind of medical help. And so in their minds, they don't really have a need for Jesus Christ, right? So when I think about a disability paradox, it really helps me to have more effective conversations with people about the fact that, you've never really had Him. So you don't know what it looks like or what it feels like to have Jesus Christ in your life. And it would be a shame for you to walk through life with this idea of normal that is so suboptimal, when you really could have had a better experience of life, walking with Jesus Christ. There's so much that Jesus brings. It's not just a relationship with God. What that really means, I can't really explain it to you until you have to experience that yourself. Is it peace? We have this unspeakable amount of peace and joy. We're so joyful because, our joy is unquenchable. And I can't really explain that to you without you having that experience. I have to present to you and a lot of folks out there that, if you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, you're just like the group of patients who were born with a particular disease or disability. So you don't really have a reference for what normal looks like. And if you tried your best, you would never get it right because you've never experienced it. And so it is with Jesus. If you've never had that experience of Him in your life, and you would never really know what it looks like or feels like to be happy in the midst of a storm. To have a sense of peace even when everything is very chaotic around you, right? To have a relationship with God the Father. You would never really know what that looks like. And whilst it might look very perfect to you right now, you got a beautiful house, beautiful kids, beautiful family, you're missing out on the best gift that God had given us, which is His Son, Jesus Christ. So, at least if this conversation has stirred up some kind of curiosity in your mind, or you begin to think, well, maybe I'm missing out on something, I want you to write us, and I'll be on the other side of the email or the call to respond to you and walk with you hand in hand. Walk you through some of our wonderful discipleship programs to kind of help you grow in understanding what it looks like to be with Jesus Christ. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.